자, 양현종 템파베이 상대로 시즌 23승 도전 갑니다. 자, 29경기 29경기 나와서 22승 2패 1.67 거의 아메리칸 리그 최고의 투수입니다 지금.
We'll see if he can give them another strong start in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Randy Arozarena is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club.
아, 이게 또 3루수 옆으로 빠지다니.
But he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a
시작부터 안
double.
좋네.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second
스트라이크
as the
좋고.
first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
두
And
스트라이크.
there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon,
나이스.
he'll call
호수.
that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with
굿샷.
your strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
So striding in, Austin Meadows. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And he fouls this one off. Runner at second here with one man out. And the slider gets him swinging, two gone.
저런 공에 나와주면 완전 땡큐죠.
Right there, jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Nate Lowe is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
그렇지.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back to back.
오, 야, 좋아. 3대0.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Willie Adames is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Love the
좋아,
early lead,
떴어.
but this game is far from over.
야,
Gotta
중견수가
stay on
잡는 거
top
아니었어?
of what you're trying to do
좋아.
out there and execute pitches.
23승이 보이기 시작합니다.
Brandon Lau is in with one away now as he
팀
swings
타선이
and
또
misses
이렇게
here at strike one.
도움을
A
주면
little quick on that
감사하죠.
swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
23승 올려야 되는데 3대0.
Now a
아주 좋아요.
swing and a miss, he struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Stepping
요시모토
up to the
쓰고
plate, Yoshi Tsutsugo, as he'll get his first
오,
opportunity in this one.
의도치
Strike
않은
one to start the
좋은
at-bat.
코스로.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff.
나이스.
Looking
루킹
at a
삼진.
fastball to end
스스로
the
잘 가.
inning.
글래스 스노우 왜 이렇게 털리지? 4대0.
Pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
나이스.
Fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's a ball
좋고.
and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Swung out and
나이스.
missed. He didn't even come
하이패스트 볼에
close to
더 많이
contact on the
나옵니다.
ball way out of the zone.
야,
1
양현종
out.
삼진 5개째.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Perez. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. Perez is 5'10" inches tall, bats left, but throws
잡아주네요.
right-handed. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
오, 야, 한가운데 실투였는데 나이스. 1루수 정면으로
He has
갔다.
found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
First pitch on its way. Randy
좋고.
Arozarena will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted
나이스.
into the air out
중견수 잡을
towards
수
center
있어.
field. Center fielder
그렇지.
on the run. He's there to make the play.
Back here now as the Red Sox are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning.
That hit him. First base.
First delivery to him on the way. Yandy Diaz is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
좋고.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
4, 5회를 조심해야 돼, 양현종은. 잘 던지다가도
Play to the right side of the infield.
2루수 빨리.
And
그렇지.
the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. At the plate, Austin Meadows. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
오.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, man. Gotta find a way.
좋았는데
Can't go
아깝다.
down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to
그냥
make this
평범하게 잡았으면 좋았을 것
Nate
같은데.
Lowe comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's off the plate.
오,
Ball two.
바깥쪽 안 나오네.
Meadows, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. All even now, 2-2.
오른쪽 한번 찔러볼까? 그렇지.
Popped up.
떴다. 이루수.
Hernandez waits on it. Two
굿샷.
gone. So it's a
Willie
runner at
Adames.
first with two gone. And up next will be Willie Adames. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Looked like he was cheating the heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
나이스.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Stepping up now, Brandon Lau. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as
좋고,
we
좋고.
enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall
좋아.
behind. We
루킹
have to
삼진.
score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
5회만 넘기면
Strikeout
돼.
looking there. Brandon Lau goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Yoshi Tsutsugo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike now.
아,
Nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And he hits the
좋고.
corner with that one. 2-2. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Got him
나이스.
swinging, chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Well, you can tell by
삼진
their approach they're
7개째.
going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of
아하.
that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Count even now at 1-1. Fouled away. Hit on the ground out to short.
오.
Ahmed showing off his range. And safe at
아,
first on
세이브야?
a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. At the plate now, Michael Perez. No balls and a strike to
위험했다.
count.
So frustrating,
좋고.
D-Roy. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast.
나이스.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will... Standing in, Randy Arozarena. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered
오,
a total of
좋아.
3 hits. Not terrible, but they're
중견수
certainly not firing on all
잡고요.
cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in
63개인데
this game if this continues like this. In today's game with so many dominant
완봉이
bullpen
되려나?
arms,
양현종이
certainly
체력이 안
gotta
돼서.
wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Yandy Diaz is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a
어?
called strike. It's 0-1. Benintendi heads back on
아,
it.
이러면 또
Not quite out of
교체
here as
각인데?
it's off the monster. And he'll pull into second with one away.
So
부장독
up until this
봤어요,
point, they
일단.
had to bite and scratch for every single thing, but he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the
바깥쪽.
park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
And there's ball one.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position
포수.
tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Throw
왜 저런
won't
거야,
get him at
포수.
first. An
아이.
infield single, and it's 1st and 3rd now.
노출공이 아니었잖아.
Ball one to start the at bat. That evens it up 1-1.
아, 또 6회 또
No runs,
위기가.
5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2, and it's fouled away. The 1-2.
아,
This is
좋아.
on the ground over to first.
2루.
Fielded cleanly. There's one. On
나이스.
the first, it's a
어우,
double
좋아요,
play
양현종.
as
커브
their
좋았어.
woes continue. The inning is over. At The
야,
plate,
위기
Willie
벗어납니다,
Adames. It's been an
양현종.
0 for 2 effort for him to this point. No balls and 1 strike. High in the air down the right field line.
꼭 한 번씩 위기가 온단 말이야.
This is
실점의
going to wind
위기.
up a foul ball. And he
좋아.
rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the
삼진
game.
9개째.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
지금 체력이 이제 노란불이어서 교체해야 될 각인데.
Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the
Count
strike.
0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the
이러다 또
first guy
홈런만
in the
한단
set,
말이야.
and he's jumped ahead in the count right here.
감독아.
Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay
그렇지.
so far. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for
야,
the third
삼진
time.
10개째.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack
좋아.
this guy.
This one's chopped to
삼루수.
third.
굿샷.
In time, and the side is retired.
와, 5대0.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there
좋아,
on the mound.
이루수.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's
나이스.
gone about his
오,
business
진짜
back.
9회까지
He's really
등판할
sharp,
수
but
있을려나?
it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Hit
좋아.
out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and
체력이
he's
안 돼서
breezing through
보통
the
완공
eighth here
못
with
하거든요.
2 quick
양현종은.
outs. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground
좋아.
out to
공
second.
3개로 8회 마무리 짓습니다. 이러면 9회까지 올라올 가능성 있죠. 오, 3런까지.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
That ball
Yeah,
is
not a
아,
lot
심판
of
뭐야?
hope for
왜
them
안
at this
잡아줘?
point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 2-1 home. Grounded to
좋아,
first,
일루수.
right to him. And he'll
나이스.
take it to the bag himself
이제
for the
2개
out.
남았어, 아웃카운트.
Standing
체력
in,
거의
Austin
바닥인데?
Meadows. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
나이스.
Quick glove at
오,
third, and there
완봉
is
가나요,
two
진짜?
gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nate Lowe. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth
나이스.
as they look to avoid the shutout.
타자마. 오,
Yeah,
체력
man,
다
they just
썼어.
haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1-1
완봉
the
가자.
count now.
시즌 23승 완봉으로.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. The bounce
그렇지.
to the left side.
와, 완봉승 해냅니다. 양현종.
Have taken the opener
시즌
here at home
23승
as this ball game is
성공합니다.
over. An 8-0 shutout this evening. Boston with afternoon baseball here
자,
on
양현종,
the show.
양키스
Ought to be a good
상대로
one here
시즌
between the Boston Red
24승
Sox and
도전
the
갑니다.
New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next.
양키스 비록 리그 2위이긴 한데 워낙에 강팀이죠. 와, 상대 선발이 게리콜입니다. 21경기 나서 12승 5패 3.27 나쁘지 않은 성적입니다. 오, 보고츠가 30점도 내줬네요. 솔로포로. 일단 타선 도움 받았어요. 1회. 양현종만 잘하면 돼요.
In there, strike one. Well, these Red Sox entering play
템파베이
here this
상대로
afternoon.
앞에서
4-2
완봉승
over their
거뒀기
last
때문에
6 games, including
체력
one last
누적이
timeout.
좀 있거든요.
그래서
그래서 투수 최대한 잘 운영해야 돼요.
Not to lose focus at this point of the year to keep the big picture in sight because there is a postseason lurking.
그렇지.
So easy to
첫
get
타자
ahead of
삼진
yourselves and
좋고요.
not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5. Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
The 1-1. Popped him
좋아,
up.
떴죠. 1루수.
Cooper moving to his left. He hauls
나이스.
it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. In now, Gio Urshela. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the
오,
first.
한복판이었는데
Fastball called for
그냥
strike
보내네.
1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
커브 하나 보여주자.
There's a foul ball off to the
좋고
right side, and
카운트
that'll move the
유리하고요.
count to 1-2. Pitch on the way.
2-2's the count.
빠졌죠?
2 out, nobody on. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Too close for
아이고.
comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
투구수 많아지면 안 좋은데.
Hit the other way out
오,
toward
잘.
right field.
와,
Mancini
저걸 또
moving
저렇게
back,
밀어?
and now it'll rattle up against the wall. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
카운트 잘 잡았는데
I'm
결국
sure the boys on the bench appreciate
이타
that AB
되네요.
right there. Grinding out an 8-pitch at bat and
루크
was
보이트.
able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Luke Voigt is in with 2 away as he
좀
takes
제구가
the
안
ball
된다.
1-0.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious.
오, 다행이다 야.
They'll leave it there as the
토스
play is
나이스.
made here to end the inning. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge.
아, 에런 저지.
Lead off the home half of the
박세죠.
second.
The right fielder.
Called a strike
홈런
on
안
the
맞게
outer half.
조심해야 돼.
0-1. Sets the target low here and it misses
체인지업
1-1.
안 나와주네.
1-1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. 2-2.
Ball outside.
Hey, it's you and him. Get him yourself.
And
그렇지.
changeup swung on
체인지업으로
and missed for
삼진.
the first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks.
타선이
And it
진짜
looks like he could
후덜덜하다.
finish up in that range again here.
The left
He's
fielder.
really an exciting
Judge
pitcher to watch
Carlo.
when he's sending guys packing like this.
And they go
좋고.
right after him here as he
0-2.
swings and misses. Strike 2.
Hey, one away, one away.
Changes
아,
up
저거
on him
안
there, but it's
잡아주네.
1-2.
1-2's
Step
the
out of the
count.
box, take a deep
나이스.
breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself
오,
a fastball.
So
방타자들
he
2명
chased out
연속
of the
삼진.
strike zone on that one. Giancarlo Stanton becomes out number
Batting
2
seven.
this inning.
The
Jose
shortstop.
Iglesias
That's
is
the
at the
ball.
plate as he watches ball 1.
Iglesias.
Here's the 1-0. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Oh, 씨.
Long run for the center
홈런은
fielder.
아니네.
He can't get to
발
it.
던져.
This one's down. And this will wind up a
까비.
closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases. At the plate,
Batting
Marco
the
Aviles.
designated
Now a ball
hitter.
lined
오,
to the left
슈트.
side.
공이
But
가운데로
foul.
몰리기 시작합니다.
Swing
나이스
and a miss,
체인지업
and he's in the
좋았고.
hole 0-2 now.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut.
1-2.
They call it the
거
great
아니야?
equalizer for a reason.
Fouled off. 1-2. Here it is.
야, 안 나오네.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might.
그렇지.
Swing and a miss. That
오,
retires
다행이다.
the side, and that will do it. The Yanks leave 1. They still trail 1-0.
오, 야, 5대0. 게리콜 상대로.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night, and it's fouled away. The 0-1 pitch.
Murphy.
And he's
좋고.
really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2.
Now, here we go.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard hit
Ah,
ball to second. A
이구수야.
dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that
까비.
time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning. So here's Malik Smith as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
Malik.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he
나이스.
wasn't going to hit that one with an or the strikeout, and there's one gone.
슬라이더
Well,
아주
it's still
좋았어요.
early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up. As we take a look at the league
아, 저거
leaders
안
in
잡아주네.
games won this season, and you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in
안
that
돼.
category at this stage of the
나이-
season. Oh, and he misses it.
저걸 놓쳐? 아니 저걸 왜 놓치지?
Traffic hitting a base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking
아.
for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a
오,
pitcher is
야,
try to jump
실수
on
나오면
him
안
early
된다.
before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be
That's the
brewing.
ball.
And there's ball one.
One ball, one strike.
This is in the air to
좋아.
right.
오이스 정면. 오 이번에도 위험했어
is
사실.
there, two down. Digging in now.
루크 보이트.
Voigt. Two on,
Up
two
next
out
for the
for
game.
him here in the third.
The first baseman.
Fastball on the
바깥쪽
first
진짜
pitch, and it's
조심해야 돼.
taken for strike one.
Boy.
Breaking pitch, and this
1-1.
bounces in front of the catcher.
Let's hold him right here.
그렇지.
1-1 pitch
좋아
is a slider
슬라이더.
that's
One ball,
cut on
two
and
strikes.
missed for strike two.
That front door slider is
Oh.
a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even
오.
put a good swing on it.
Reined
나이스.
in. And the
위기
two-out
탈출합니다.
throw will
에런중
not
좋아요.
come to pass.
야 게리코를 조기 강판 시켰어요.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron
Oh.
Judge. Now he extends
Wow.
nicely, and this ball's driven to right
Aaron
field.
저지 바로
See you later, over the wall.
밀어서 넘겨버리네.
Run.
시즌 35홈런. 아
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of
역시
the top hitters in that
양키스입니다.
lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
괜찮아. 아직 이제 한 점은 괜찮아.
Stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. Now a
그렇지.
swing and a miss, and
체인지업
Stanton is
잘
down on
떨어뜨렸다.
strikes for round number one.
Every pitcher gives up home
삼진
runs,
6개째.
some more than others. But the best
The
ones
batter,
forget
number
about them
11.
as soon as the next
중견수.
guy digs into the batter's box.
그렇지.
He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Now batting. The
Marco
designated hitter.
Aviles will stand in for the
Marco
second time as he
Aviles.
watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes.
아.
Hit hard on the ground to second,
아하.
and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the
Now
middle.
And
batting.
if you're a
좋고.
pitcher right there, you
야,
can't get
야,
discouraged. Sometimes
위험했다.
even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to
좋아.
find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
나이스.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now.
자,
Set to go.
강타선
Malik Smith.
상대로
He's hoping to avoid
이제
the hat trick. Struck out in
5회만
each of his
넘기면
first
돼요,
2 plate
양현종.
appearances so far.
Miss.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
No one out now, no one out.
Hit
그렇지,
softly on
슬라이더
the ground
좋다.
to third. He's got to hurry, and there's
좋고.
one down now. Digging in to try it again, John White.
Now
He's
batting.
와,
singled his
낮은
last
공에
time.
나와줬고.
Hit weakly on the ground is short.
굿샷.
Throw on to first takes care of him.
투아웃.
2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela.
Now batting.
1 for 2
어?
in the ball game thus far.
아 저건 왜 안
Ball 1 to
잡아주지?
start the at bat.
아,
Stung into the gap in right center
실투.
for what
야,
should be
여기
extra bases.
실투였는데 그냥
First
바로
and hustling
우중간
for
미네.
second.
역시 양키즈입니다.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as that graphic shows us, he
Now
currently
batting.
leads the
The
Yankees.
first
in-
baseman.
And he tries for the
태워요?
backhand to reach it third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
아,
And the
또
runner scores from
1실점하네.
second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-2 game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to
또
check
에런
out
저지.
our RBI leaders on the league
Now back.
leaderboard. And
The
as you
right
see
fielder.
there, that number has him
빡센데.
tied for second in the AL in that
Judge.
category. Aaron Judge stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and
Wow.
a miss, strike
2 and
1.
1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow,
좋고.
was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Count full, 3 balls and 2
그렇지.
strikes.
오,
And he
다행이다.
struck him out. His 7th of the
위기
ball game, and
탈출합니다.
that ends the inning.
오, 한 점 더 내었어.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder.
오, 야,
Stanton.
홈런인 줄 알았다.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
나이스.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
확실히 양키스는 달라. 살 떨립니다.
Settling in now, Jose Iglesias. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Iglesias.
Grounded back up the
이루수,
middle.
그렇지.
Fielded cleanly on to
나이스.
first, and there were 2 down. Next will be the designated hitter, Marco Aviles.
오,
Right
한가운데
there for strike
실투였는데
1.
그냥 넘어갔어.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see
좋고.
very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 0-2 once more. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Neither guy willing to
실투.
give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is a changeup that drops
안
below
나오네.
the knees for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches.
Got him
그렇지.
looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. One.
와, 7대2. 오, 교체됐고요, 양현종. 과연 5점 차 유지하겠지. 와, 8대2. 어우, 좋아요.
Well, these guys feel
양현종
pretty good about themselves.
시즌 24승 성공합니다.
Somebody else's ballpark and sweep
야,
a
양키스
3-game
상대로
You're doing something
물론 이제
right. Great
저기
team
뭐야
effort.
양현종 호투도 있었지만
This one ends
타선
today.
도움도 받았어요.
Boston win. We are under the lights
자,
this evening
양현종
as we get you
텍사스
set for
상대로
another edition of
시즌
baseball on the
25승
show.
도전
Ought to be
갑니다.
a good one here between the Yang, the Korean lefty, will be
서른 경기
the
나서
starter in this
24승
one.
2패
Dan, any thoughts?
1.64. 와,
Man, I don't think we saw this
엄청난
coming into
시즌
the
보내고
season.
있어요,
This
양현종.
guy's having some kind of bang-up rookie year. If he keeps this up, he's got a shot to win the AL Rookie of the Year.
지금
Rock
거의
solid.
스케줄 상으로는
So now up steps
텍사스전
Isaiah
이후로
Kiner
한
for
번 더
left, and the
선발
home away
뛸 수가
splits
있어요.
tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the
상대가
road
마지막
than he is
경기
at
또한
home. Guys, this Red Sox ball
양키스입니다.
club entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you
떴죠?
don't want to do here, D-Row,
좌익수
you've been
내려와.
on some good teams. Not
그렇지.
to lose focus at this point of the year.
과연
Keep the big picture inside because there is a
25승 달성할 수
postseason
있을지.
lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and
오,
not take the
저걸
rest of the
잡아주네.
schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home.
그렇지.
This team can prepare themselves to
나이스
battle and try
유격수.
and win 3 out of 5.
좋아.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting
And he
third.
just gets a piece
The
there
left
as this
fielder,
is chopped
number
foul.
23, Michael.
Comes set and the 0-1.
좋고.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for
나이스.
swing and a miss. That retires the
시작
side,
좋습니다.
and that will do it. 2-3 go the Rangers.
아, 점수 못 내고.
Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up Joey Gallo. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Gallo.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Counts even
좋고.
2-2 to Joey Gallo.
2-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready or he's going to throw it right by you.
And
Uh-huh.
it's fouled away. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he
오,
fouls
뭐야?
this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit weakly back to the mound.
그렇지. 양현종 직접 잡습니다.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one
끈질겼다.
gone here to start the second. Stepping in, Logan Morrison. He did not play last
쪽
night,
짚고
but clearly
좋고.
back in the starting 9 for this one.
Morris.
Oh, one pitch on its way. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit sharply on
나이스.
the ground.
오, 수비수부터
Fielded
좋았다.
cleanly. Throw on to
굿샷.
first will get him scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Drew Jackson is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Jackson.
Fouled off.
오, 실투였어.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a
나이스.
pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone.
Got him
그렇지.
looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Rangers set down in order.
타선 지연만 있으면은
So striding
25승
in,
가능하겠는데?
Nick Solak, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. No
컨디션
balls
일단
and a
좋아요.
strike to count.
양현종.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a
그렇지.
changeup swung on and missed for the
깔끔하다.
first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff.
나이스.
Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
And a bit of
Foul.
a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Tim Fedorovich is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
나이스.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw
굿샷.
first ends the inning.
오, 연타석 홈런. 이러면 또 25승 확률 높아지죠?
Isaiah Kiner Falefa is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Kiner Falefa.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
그렇지.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. So striding forward now,
The batter,
Robert
number 3.
Sanchez. He got
Second
on
base.
top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Sanchez.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The next 1-2 pitch. Line toward right center.
야, 저렇게
And the
낮은 공을
Rangers
안타
are in the
만든다고?
hit column.
아, 저건 진짜 잘 쳤다. 인정.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons.
진짜 낮은
who's having the
공이었는데
tough
아,
seasons
떠올려서
at the
안타를
plate for the
만드네요.
opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
나이스 슬라이더 걸쳤고.
1-2 the count.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another
몸쪽 하나
chance.
찔러.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time.
아,
Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An
이게 또 안타가 되네.
unlikely
아,
infield
이러면 안
single.
되는데.
Here's Joey Gallo now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him.
Gallo.
Comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing,
그렇지.
miss on the
오.
changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone. It was
다행이다.
all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Logan Morrison is in for the second time here as he
꼭
looks at
4-5회를
one outside.
조심해야
It's
돼,
1-0.
양현종은.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in
위기인데요.
this at bat.
아,
Runs low here, so
안
the count
나와주네.
swells to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense.
오,
Let
좋아,
your D
좋아.
work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Sanchez over at second. Brantley
아.
at first, 2 out in the inning. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with
투아웃의
2
말로.
away.
Now batting.
Drew Jackson is in with 2 away as he takes
자신감 있게
the ball
가자.
1-0. And he
와, 안
just misses
나온다고?
inside with the fastball there.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Fouled away.
좋아.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Grounded up the
오,
first
다행이다,
baseline.
야.
Santana's got it.
나이스.
And he'll take it to the
오,
bag
위기
himself,
넘깁니다.
and a great job of pitching out of
야, 위기 넘겼는데 아 투수 너무 많이 섰어.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something
너무
going. The last
정직하게
thing
승부
they want to
들어갔나?
do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got
오,
something
한가운데
brewing here.
이용했다.
First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but
야, 이걸
sometimes
커트 한다고?
desperate times call for desperate measures.
This is on the
그렇지.
ground over to first. To
2루,
second for one. On
1루
to first,
나이스.
and they get the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Fedorovich. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 the count.
좋고.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
This is on the ground over to first, and that is
이루스라는
through
잡았어야
into right
되는데.
field for a single. So a 2-out single gives them new life here in the inning, but it's a
아,
bright
이거
spot
불안하다.
in what's been a fairly dismal season offensively for them in terms of overall batting average. And that's a sight you don't want to see. Dead last in the AL in that category. 2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter.
스트라이크 찾기가 점점 힘들어지네.
And he lays off again, ball 3. And the count will be full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Weak grounder back to the
그렇지.
mound.
나이스.
First gets him and the side is
오,
retired.
이제 승리 투수 조건은 됐어요. 점수 더 내. 아, 홈보살 당했네.
Stepping into the box, Robert Sanchez. He singled his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Smoked on the ground left side.
또
And
안타
a base
맞았어.
hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
여기서 교체될라나? 오, 교체 안 하네요.
Here's the left-handed hitting Michael Bramley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
These are the moments in the game that can
좋고.
sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up.
와, 이걸 또 안타 만들어?
In there, a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back
바뀌게
base
했는데,
knocks
진짜?
right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers,
안
you
바꾸네?
see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
Joey Gallo is in for the 3rd time here as he watches
오,
one that
다행이다.
misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Hey, time to start
나이스.
making some quality
걸쳤다,
pitches. He
걸쳤어.
finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
나이스.
And this
오,
is swung on and missed, and boy, they took
가,
care of
갈로.
a key man there. 1 away. First pitch on its way.
Well, this pitching staff
어,
has done a
몸쪽
pretty
좋아.
good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And
그렇지.
he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
야,
Into the
이것만
box,
잘 넘기면
Drew
되는데.
Jackson. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6.
어, 초고
And a
좋아.
nice
하이
strike to begin
패스트볼.
the at bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly
좋고.
right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop.
I got the count 1
Big
and 2.
spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone.
I got the
He's
count
still
2
in the
and 2.
driver's seat right now, and I'd expect
좋아.
someone else to miss off the plate.
오,
First,
다행이다.
and the
위기
Rangers
벗어납니다.
squander a good opportunity here as the
아, 드디어 바꾸네. 과연 2점 차 지킬 수 있을 건지. 좋아. 오, 한 점 더 냈어. 바에즈 좋아요. 야, 양현종 시즌 25승 달성합니다. 자, 양현종 양키스 상대로 시즌 26승 도전 갑니다. 시즌 마지막 경기, 그것도 홈 경기에서 양현종이 선발로 등판합니다. 오, 상대 세베리노인데? 자, 32경기 나서 25승 2패 1.59 엄청난 성적이죠. 25승 달성했습니다. 양현종. 그렇고요.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty,
아,
you know
슬라이드
one
잘
thing you
떨고
don't want to
왔는데.
do here, D-Rogue. You've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourself.
와,
Ahmed showing off his range, and they won't have a play as
이렇게
he
안타가
reaches
된다고?
it first. Let's see how this is scored.
아,
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have two strikes
아,
on him.
빠르다.
And he's into second safely with a stolen
견제 한번 갈 걸
Well, I
그랬나?
think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an
Nice.
impact from the get-go in this one.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
루크
Here
보이트.
comes the first pitch. Luke Voigt comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
This is an awesome matchup, especially
돌았잖아.
at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
1-2 now. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time.
아, 초반부터 실점하면 안
Takes his lead
되는데.
at third with one away.
그렇지.
He got him,
오,
and it'll probably
중요한
take a
순간에
base hit
삼진
now to
좋아요.
get that runner across from third.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are
나이스.
created equal. Right
어,
there,
몸쪽 걸치는 거
down
다
on
잡아주네,
strike,
심판.
but he really made that guy on the mound work for
좋고.
it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Misses, ball 2.
Regardless of the result right here,
나이스.
down 0-2 and work it back to an even count. Gotta feel like
오, 위기
And we'll have
탈출합니다.
to leave it there as the play is made.
팀 타선 도움 없었고.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. 1-0 the count. Line toward right center.
우익수.
But
그렇지.
this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
어?
Now with the plate,
에런 조지
Torres.
이번 경기
We check
쉬나
out how
보네.
he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September.
좋아.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, if I'm on the mound right now, these guys are swinging at everything. Just want to try and paint the corners.
Play 12. 1-2's the count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2.
No. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a
Nice.
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No.
Mike Tuckman is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch.
2-1.
But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the
Ooh.
strike zone.
High fly ball after
중견수.
straightaway center.
나이스.
Reyes will get there, and he puts it away to retire.
아, 세베리노 또 잘 던진다.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first
Leading off for the
pitch.
Yankees. The catcher, Tom Murphy.
The 0-1 delivery.
그렇지.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Nobody here, nobody.
He jumps on this
Oh.
one. It's high and deep to center. And it
전장 덕분에
bangs off
살았다,
the
야.
monster.
빨리 던져.
And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were
그냥
going to have our first run of the game right
놓치지
there.
않네.
Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And it's fouled away. A runner at second, nobody out. And he takes
그렇지. 야, 저거 잡아주네.
on the fastball,
고마워요, 심판.
one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen,
Up next for
calling
the
balls and strikes is a
the
really tough
designated
job, and even the
Mallett.
best are going to miss some from time to time,
그렇지.
especially when they're sort of
No ball.
borderline
Two
like
strikes.
that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
오, 좋아.
High in the air into shallow
실투였는데.
left center. Ahmed is there. Two gone.
나이스.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jose Iglesias is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Iglesias.
And he popped
어?
him up.
오,
Hernandez
다행이다. 야,
is
저거
there,
안타였으면은
and the side
실점하는
is
건데.
retired.
오, 이렇다. 하, 거기서 또 더블 플레이가
Into the
나와.
box now,
아,
Luke Voigt looking to put the ball in play
오,
here, putting
좋아.
down strikes in his
수비
first
좋았다.
at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Now back.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in for a second
야,
time here as
얘한테는
he swings and misses.
실투 하나
There's
하면
nothing
그대로
to one.
넘겨버리기 때문에 조심해야
Behind
돼.
0-2 now.
나이스.
Curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
저걸 왜 안
And there's ball
잡아줘?
one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next hit,
3루수.
Oh,
아,
and he can't pick it up cleanly.
하.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater
이
up
또
in the zone and
불안하게
then tried to drop the
저걸
off-speed.
놓치냐.
boy, Mark, that's the
The second
oldest
base.
trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Count now a ball and a strike. Line drive, base
오,
hit
뭐야,
down the
페어야?
line.
오, 다행이다, 야. 더 안 뛰어서.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out
다들
hits
파울인
right
줄 알고
now,
있었는데,
this
와.
pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got
아,
traffic,
라인이
and he's
맞네.
in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate.
아,
Crooked
왜
number going on the board.
스트라이크 왜 안 잡어?
Is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. 2-0.
2-0's the count.
2 balls and a strike.
나이스.
Swings through it for strike number 2. 2-2. Here it is.
그렇지.
Slider whiffed on for
오,
strike
위기
3.
탈출합니다.
A great pitch to
양현종.
put an end to the inning. Yanks strand a pair.
아, 점수도 못 냈고.
New inning set to get underway, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Tom Murphy.
아니, 저게 왜
Ball, no
볼이야,
strikes to count.
심판아.
And that's too high, ball 2.
Two balls.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And it's 2
좋고.
balls and 2 strikes
Two
now.
strikes.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the
나이스.
9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Got him to go down swinging there. Tom Murphy goes down for the first out in the 5th inning.
Dominguez.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
오, 좋아.
Slow little grounder
삼루수.
left side.
이거에,
Throw gets
오.
him 2 down.
세이브 될 뻔했다, 야.
So here's Malik Smith. He's singled in
back.
2 trips to the plate
오,
thus
스트라이크
far.
좋고.
Malik.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Behind 0-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a
이거는
previous
양현종이 직접
off-speed pitch.
잡아서, 오!
Off
오,
balance. throw
다행이다.
gets him. Nice play there as the side.
세베리노 진짜 잘 던진다.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping up as the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. 1 ball, no strikes to count. out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
양현종도 잘 던지고 있긴 한데
On its way is pitch number 75.
아.
And there's a base hit on the line. At the plate, Luke Voigt. And he fouls this one off. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Good
Nice.
fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
야,
Cooper in
저걸
foul
저렇게
ground.
커트해?
Now
나이스.
changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Giancarlo Stanton stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That elevated
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And they take the
와,
lead. It's
결국
gone.
넘기네. 야, 양키스는
Hey, that's a
양키스입니다.
price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter
너무
in the league
높은 공을
knows you
남발했나
got to
내가?
start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The 0-2 home. Popped him up.
좋아, 포수.
And
나이스.
he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
타선 지원이 좀 없었던 게 좀 아쉽긴 하다.
First pitch on
26승까지
its
갔으면
way.
좋은데.
Hit to third.
3루수.
Labor.
Throw
그렇지.
in time and the side is retired.
아, 양현종은 6회까지였네요. 야, 세베리노 진짜 잘 던진다. 와. 아, 이렇게 해서 양현종은 시즌 25승으로 시즌 마무리합니다. 양키스 역시 강하네. 아, 그러니까 양현종이 꼭 5, 6회가 약해.
2-0 finish today.
자, 이렇게 해서 시즌 마무리되었고요. 양현종은 최종 성적 25승 3패로 시즌 마무리 지었습니다. 그래도 25승이면 굉장히 커리어적으로 엄청나죠. 성공적인 시즌이었다고 볼 수 있습니다. 자, 보면 보스턴 12경기 차이로 양키스 제끼면서 가을 야구 진출에 성공했고요. 양키스는 와일드카드전 나왔고 나머지 아메리칸 리그 누가 와일드카드전 나간지 보겠습니다. 결국 시애틀 메리너스가 올라왔네요. 그래서 와일드카드전은 양키스랑 시애틀 메리너스와의 경기가 되겠습니다. 자, 역시나 예상했던 대로 시애틀이 지고 양키스가 와일드카드전에서 이기고 올라와서 디비전 시리즈를 양키스와 가게 됐습니다. 자, 1선발은 역시나 크리스 세일이고 양현종은 2선발로 조던 몽고메리와 붙게 되네요. 자, MLB 더쇼 20 로드 투 더쇼 붉은 청룡 양현종 키우기 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하고요. 다음 시간부터 가을 야구 시작해보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.